Got life or death, better choose it. Got wisdom on your side, don't lose it. My spirit in check, I rule it. If you got a hot head, better cool it. In my lane, better move it. Before I Nehemiah 13, lose it. On the way to the kingdom, we cruising. Don't know one, do what we doing. See, I'm 3 times better when I'm flipping through the script. Pressure bust pipes, you ain't nothing but a drip. Gas flow moving, say hello to the chief. And these heathens gon' get it, man, somebody get a brief. I'm 30 days in, past up where you work. Your kids breaking laws and they do it for a turf. And you steady trying to sell a soul for some merch while your wife fake you healing on the ground for a purse. When I got these scripts, man, I can't miss. See, a lot of y'all try, but you ain't this. And I'm eating up lies, take them to the bank with. If you ain't selling time, show them what a bank with.
Hey, read it again.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandment of God?
Who we listening to? Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah.
That's
All
right.
y'all in Raleigh know Jesus Christ is a black man.
That's right.
Jesus Christ is a black man, the only king of Israel. And he asked a question to his people. We bringing our sins on ourselves. You celebrating the 1776 independence of the so-called white man from other white people. But where were you in 1776?
Bring it out.
You on cotton fields getting beat.
Right.
You probably tied to the fireworks back then. You were getting lit on fire.
Right.
Now what? We were mad 3 weeks ago because of George Floyd, but we celebrating the 4th of July. You forgot that quick? Come on.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandments of God?
Why do you break the laws of your God? How?
By your tradition.
By the traditions of Esau, the so-called white man.
That's right.
You break God's commandments by lighting fireworks.
Right.
The cookout tonight is sin.
Right.
The cookout you buying for right now is sin.
Bring it out.
We used to do the same thing. We just trying to show you a better way.
That's
We
right.
trying to show you a better way because you'll never get to where you want to be celebrating the white man's tradition.
That's right.
You understand that? Think about it. Independence means you got your own land, your own laws. He got independence from Britain. America got independence from Britain. How does that look? All the people in America by themselves. Britain had to leave.
Right.
Then they said a black man's free, and we still in the same land.
That's
Under
right.
the same laws. Give me Lamentations 4:17.
Bring it
That ain't
out.
independence. That's dependence.
Right.
We still depend on this man for everything in Food Line,
Right.
everything in Walgreens.
Right.
You shouldn't celebrate nothing today. You are not independent. You are dependent on your oppressor.
Bring it out. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us,
As for us, the Bible, hey, my brother right there. Would you shut up? My brother, can you come holler at me? 5 minutes, my brother. How you doing, man? I appreciate you. Come holler at me, man. We out here teaching the truth. We out here with the greatest hustler ever, man. We hustling word. We hustling the truth.
That's
We trying to
right.
free the minds of our people.
Bring it out.
How you doing, my brother? Read that thing.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for a vain help.
How you doing, my brother? My name right you up. What's your name? William. Nice to meet you, William. I'm talking to megaphone so everybody can hear. I ain't trying to yell at you. You know what we out here doing right now? We out here showing our people that the greatest people ever lived on earth. We are the 12 tribes of Israel according to the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? You see your father's nationality on this sign? You know your father? Is he a black man or he's black? So according to the Bible, you would probably come from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
That's what it means. Now we got the term African American and black. Who we get that from? So-called white man, right? So what we do, we trying to cast off them old names they gave us. Read that thing in Lamentations.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for a vain help.
So the Bible is speaking to the 12 tribes of Israel. It said, as for us, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we've been looking for help. Vain means lie. We've been looking for some lying help. Read.
In our watching,
While we looking out for help for our condition,
we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
who we looking for?
A nation that
We looking for a nation. We won't looking for a savior. Here in America, we don't look for Christ. We think we do. What we look for is white people. When we go on march, we're trying to get the attention of white people. Hey, please stop shooting us. Can you just treat us like
We have watched for a nation that could not save us.
So we watching, right? And the nation that can't save us is the white man.
Right.
He gave us this image right here. Who's this man right here? That's a false god. But Jesus, does he look anything like that? Does he look more like this? Right. And that's what the Bible's talking about. Remember, they came over here. Before 1776, they brought the white image of Jesus. They brought that. You see down here, let me see, right here. You see what they're doing, the Jesuit priests? This image right here? Yeah, so hold that for me. He said explain that to him. We're going to explain it to you. Hold that up. We explain history to the black man right here. These are Native Americans. They're our people too. Just like Hispanics, our people. What's going on, my brother? You see right here? That's a Jesuit priest. The Jesuit priest, what he got in his hand? What the Jesuit priest got in his hand? He got the cross in his hand. He got the cross. That's 1492. They brought Christianity. We ain't teaching Christianity, we teach you straight out the Bible. Christianity is a perversion of what's in the Bible. Right. The white man came and stole our records. The Bible full of black people. They stole our records and used it. Whitewashed it, and I'll show you that in the Bible. They whitewashed it and used it to oppress us. And there, you see the cross. That's not a symbol of Jesus. That's symbolism. That's what killed you. They used that along with this image right here to oppress black people. And then guess what we do? We care more about them and their holidays than we do about our own history. We get our history 1 month out the year, February. They say, shut up, Negroes. Go sit in the corner now. You had your month. The shortest month of the year. It's all to make fun of us. What's your name, my brother? Isaiah? That's a great name. Isaiah's a great name. What's your name? William and Isaiah. Listen, my name Ray You Well. My name Ray You Well. So Isaiah, we showing you history. You see yourself on this sign right here? What's your nationality on this sign? Based on your father. Couple of them? What's your father?
My dad is white.
What's his father? Give me numbers. He's the dog. So you come from the tribe of Gad. You come from the tribe of Gad. That's down there at the bottom. Read that number. I'm going to show you. A lot of people think we mix. You ever heard that? Oh, I'm mixed with everything. Right. But guess what? God said there ain't no such thing. There's no confusion when God looked down from heaven. Read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees.
Now, y'all raise dogs? Y'all know anything about pit bulls? A pedigree is the dog's what? His bloodline. So he said the Israelites declared their bloodline, their pedigrees,
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
so by the father, we always went by what the father did. Because the woman, she carried the seed, but the man got the seed.
That's
So
right.
wherever you plant, I don't care, the apple tree you're planting in China or Russia is going to be what? It ain't going to be orange. It's going to be apple.
That's
Same
right.
thing with a man seed. So God looked down from heaven and said, there's no confusion. He knows exactly who we are. Guess who don't know who they are? We don't. Give me that, Isaiah 1 and 3. We do not know who we are. That's what we out here to do. We out here to yell at the greatest information that you could possibly have right now. Ain't where the next riot gonna be at. What store we need to loot. It's who we are.
That's right.
And we people are living and dying to keep us from knowing who we are. They took our last names. What's your last name, Isaiah? Say it again. Mason. What's your last name? Chavis. Not Chavis, like Chavis Park. So our last names were given to us by our oppressor.
That's right.
African last name and our Israelite last name.
That's right.
Your European last name.
Right.
Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master crib.
Now pay attention. This might be hard to understand. Read again.
The ox knoweth his owner.
The Bible says the ox is a dumb animal.
Right.
Big old ox. He know his owner. He know his God. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
An ass has a donkey. He said a donkey know where he lives. Read.
But Israel,
Who?
but
He
Israel
said, but Israel, the Israelites.
doeth not know.
He said, whoever the Israelites are, the last and they don't care. When he said do not consider, they don't care. They don't even care to look. Give me Lamentations 5:5. They don't even care to look or do research. Most of our people just go off what's on BET, what Nicki Minaj is doing, what's the girl name, Megan Thee Stallion. They is over there watching music videos learning their history. I guess we always was shaking ass. I guess that's what we was always doing. That's our history. Meanwhile, slavery sit right in front of you, but you don't know slavery in the Bible.
Right.
Everything we went through in slavery was prophesied to happen in the scriptures to the Israelites. Read what you got.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 5.
I'm going to make the Bible real for you. This happened in the news about a month ago. Read.
Our necks.
What?
Our necks
Your neck.
are under persecution.
What man died with his neck under persecution?
No.
George Floyd. For 8 minutes and 46 seconds, his neck was under persecution by the so-called white man. Now, we just read in the Bible. He ain't the first guy. He ain't the last guy. But black men, their necks are where?
Our necks are under persecution.
Read.
We labor.
We labor. We got to have jobs. I don't care if you fly, you think you I'm just slaying dope. You go to prison and work for free. You work for quarters. We labor. We are forced to work and have no rest. I don't want to work a 5-day week. I want to work 1 day a week. Nah, you'll never survive. The white man got set up where you have to labor. You have to work to build his empire. Read.
And have no rest.
Come on.
We have given the hand to the Egyptians, and as the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
So all we satisfy is a little portion we get out of, like, say, food line, right? Give me Deuteronomy 15. You say food line, right? Do we own food line? Sometimes food in there nasty. Like, you go in there and get vegetables, you be like, man, this ain't no good apple. It's something up with that apple. It don't taste right. What's going on, my brother? You see yourself over here?
Hey, David.
You see yourself on this side? You don't see yourself? You African American? Or just give it here, like we're bringing out. In food line, we don't have the ability to dictate what's going on the shelves.
Right.
Because they got GMOs. Go in there and tell them, hey, listen, in every food line across America, I want you to serve my people some good organic food. They'll laugh you to scorn. I'm going to show you why. That's how we know we today are slaves.
Right.
We today are slaves.
That's right.
You at 28. Start at 15, give me 48.
Bring it out.
Remember. Okay, hey, listen. Hey, you should listen because today, the Israelites are not supposed to buy and sell.
Right.
Today is the Lord's Sabbath day.
That's right.
And then you get seasoned for 4th of July. See, that's another thing. That's not our holiday.
Right.
I was explaining it earlier. Explain this to me, my brother. In 1776, we were, say I'm the slave master. Say this is a slave. This is us in 1776. Say, nigga, look at all them fireworks. Look at that, they're beautiful, right? Get back to work. That's what happened to us in 1776.
Right.
And we doing that today. That's his holiday, his independence from Britain.
Right.
We stayed enslaved up till like 1860. And then beyond, we still suffer the curse of slavery.
That's right.
Their independence looked like them leaving Britain. All the people wearing red had to leave out. Y'all remember that? They had the red coats. All the red coats had to leave out. The white man still here. We in his land paying his taxes. Are we free? Have we went to our own land? No, we are not free. No, we are not free. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God is speaking to the Israelites. He's saying, we're going to move over here. He's saying, if y'all don't listen, y'all come over here. Get in the shade. Get in the shade. He said, if you don't listen to your God, when we put out earlier, we forgot our God.
Right.
Come over here, my brother.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So God gave us rules. He gave us guidelines. What's going on, man? I ain't see you back there. What's your name, my brother? Jarvis. You give me your name? I might forgot it. Yusef, and Isaiah. Y'all come and get in the shade. Come get in the shade, my brother. It's hot, man. You know how we get. We out here been a sweat to death. Read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Y'all know who Moses is, right? Moses is black. He used to live with the Egyptians, and they couldn't tell the difference. That's a black man. So he told his people, the Israelites, after he delivered them out of Egypt, if you don't listen to these laws our God set up, what's going to happen?
To observe, to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
I heard the word curse. Y'all heard that? What's a curse? I want to know if y'all understand. What's a curse? Something placed on you. Good or bad?
Right.
Bad, right? And it don't go away. Y'all see like curse of the mother. around me, they open the tube and something jump on them, and they leave and that thing's still on them, that's curses. God said, you don't do what I said. I got the power to put curses on you. Come on.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass. Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
He said, so that thing going around with you. In every city you Israelites live in, you'll be cursed. Who cursed in Raleigh, southeast Raleigh right now? Who cursed on Pool Road? Last week they got shot up. They got a memorial over there. Who cursed? They ain't white folks.
Right.
Tell me, who cursed? Black people. Read.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Then you look at the field. Look down here. What's going on right here? Hold that up.
Bring it on.
What's going on right here? I see cotton fields. Everybody didn't take turns in the cotton fields. Master ain't say, I'm going to pick today, and you pick tomorrow.
Right.
We picked every day. The little children picked every day till they tore the ligaments off their back. As soon as they can pick something up and carry it, they's in the field.
Right.
This is Bible prophecy.
Right.
I'm going to go more into it. Give me 32. Same chapter. Moses speaking to the Israelites. Remember the 10 commandments he brought down on the big stones? He came down, he broke them and all that. He came down with a lot of laws, more than 10. He said, here's the contract with God. He's going to do everything for us if we keep the commandments. If we don't, he's going to use the following curses as a punishment. 32.
Right. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So how did the white man build America? He needed a workforce. Where did he get his workforce? Read the Bible again.
Thy sons and thy daughters
So God said, I'm going to, as a curse, give your sons and daughters.
shall be given unto another people.
I'll give them to other people, other nations, to
Right.
a white man. He took our children. Look right there. There's our children up for sale.
Right.
Read on.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Who watched slavery movies? Y'all watch 12 Years a Slave? Or Roots? What happened in Roots regarding that scripture? Did you see children taken from their family? You saw that. Tell me what it was. Remind me.
What was it?
Yeah, what scene was it? Remind me. It's been a while. Is it Kizzy? Remember Kizzy from Roots? You remember she's on the back of the wagon? You remember that? And running after the wagon. Her daughter or son, I can't remember daughter or son, get taken away.
Right.
No power to get them back.
That's right.
I don't care how many Negroes is out there. We outnumber them all the time.
Right.
No power. You just sat there and let it happen because it's a curse.
Right.
There's more on it than just numbers. God said, I'm not going to let you get your kids back. Read.
And fail with longing for them all the day
So
long.
you'll want them all day long crying, wanting your children back. But what?
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
There's no might, no military. We didn't get a black army when we was in slavery. We didn't even gather together. The only slave revolts, they all failed.
Right.
Every slave revolt failed. Nat Turner, who was a great man trying to liberate his people, died. He got put to death and skinned, and they used his body parts to make coin purses. And they ate him. Marcus Garvey got put to death mysteriously, trying to liberate his people. Malcolm X, they turned his own people, full of FBI and CIA agents in his organization.
Bring it on.
Got him put to death. There's a lawsuit saying Martin Luther King was put to death by the government.
That's
There's a lawsuit. They know it. We did it. They won't allow us to be set free. Why? God's not letting them yet.
That's right.
Because what did we do? We broke what? We broke the laws.
Right.
So why do we get back? What's our true estate? If this is a punishment, if this is hell, this right here is hell. What does heaven look like for the black man? If being at the bottom is hell, what does heaven look like for the black man? That's what we're looking for, right? A lot of people, we believe in God, we want heaven. But we've been taught by the white man, those clouds is heaven. And we're going to stand on those clouds with white people. And we all know it's fake.
Right.
I'm going to show you in the Bible where heaven is. Give me verse 43. We say in Deuteronomy. Give me verse 43.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
So picture this. You remember I talked about Britain and everything? Now imagine this. I don't know if y'all know about that history, but the white man separated from Britain. America separated from Britain. Imagine if they never left Britain. Imagine if America stayed over there in the United Kingdom and whatnot. Imagine if America took over the United Kingdom. That's what it's talking about. They're sitting there in that land and they take over. They're supposed to be strangers. They take over, now they're in power over there in Britain. That's what happened to us. We ruled the earth.
That's right.
And the white man that was among us, because of the curse of breaking God's laws, what happened? The stranger.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
A man that don't belong in a certain area got up above you. When the white man came over here, Native Americans been here. He had discovered somebody's house.
Right.
How you discover a man's house, kicking the door? Look what I found. Look what I found for me. So they came over as strangers.
And thou shalt come down very low.
What's up? Where are we at in society?
Thou shalt come down very low.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. I'm a man. Stop killing us. We matter. My life matters. We very low. That's the Bible saying it.
That's right.
And God said, I'm responsible because you didn't do what I said.
That's right.
And I'll send them to do it. Read.
He shall lend to thee.
He said, not just in like where you shop. He gonna lend. There's a bank over there. Is that black owned? No. Name the black owned bank here in Raleigh or North Carolina
Wake 'em up.
or America. I don't talk about the subsidiaries that still get fed from the white bank. I know about those. What Oprah Winfrey Bank? What Michael Jordan Bank? All that money he got. What Floyd Mayweather Bank for black people? Where we get no interest rate loans. Where the mortgage is like $10,000. You get a house like that. Where the black bank at? There ain't one. Those banks was made out of slavery. All that money we have belongs to the white man. His face is on it. His face is on the money. Keep going.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
When the last time you lent the white man the mortgage? When the last time the white man said, can I get some money to start a business?
Bring it on.
They'll never say that to us. We always go beg to him, dressed in his nicest suit we can find, our church clothes.
That's
I
right.
want to start a chicken spot, please, sir. Sir, I'm part of a Christian organization. We do that. They've never had to condescend to us to get money. It's a curse in the Bible. That's how we know we afflicted. I know we trying to rise up. We know economics matters. Like, oh, if we get black-owned businesses, but think about it. We pay taxes to the white man.
That's right.
And if you want to shut us down, he'll change the codes. He'll change restrictions. What do you call it? Black Wall Street? Black Wall Street, what happened here? It did so well, it said, let's just blow it up. Let's get the military to drop bombs on it. We're in the hands of people that hate us. Give me Leviticus 26. I'm showing you, I ain't trying to get you lower than you are. I want to show you the condition we in. Because when you understand how bad it is, we will turn to God. Because there's nothing we can do. No amount of marching and hurting your feet will change the white man's mind. Read that, 26:17.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 17. And I will set my face against you.
This is God speaking. When he said, I set my face, picture you got your father. He turned his back on you. You ain't my son. I'm done correcting. I'm done trying to talk to this boy. You in the barbershop talking to this family. I'm done trying to talk to that boy. I disown him. Read.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
God said, when I turn my back on you, everybody that hates you will kill you. Everybody, he said, your enemies. If we went around, we want to be friends of all nations. What did God call the people?
Shall be slain before your enemies.
God called them your enemies. Read on.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
Hold on, what curse is this? Read that again.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
We are under the reign of people that hate us.
That's right.
Let's take away the confusion. What you think and how you feel. I know how I used to feel. I'm going to go by what the Bible says. The Bible says the people that have you in captivity hate you. Do you understand that? Do you agree with it? Do you agree with it? Do you agree with it, Isaiah? I'm going to back it up. Give me Zechariah 11:5. I'm going to say what it looks like when people hate you. Again, it's not a hate campaign. I don't want you to harm no white man. I think of white people like squirrels. I don't particularly love squirrels, but I'm not trying to run them over in the street. They just squirrels. That's white folks. They're just squirrels. I don't want you to go out and hurt nobody. Live in peace with the squirrels. But we're not squirrels. Squirrels don't get adopted into our family. We don't marry squirrels. Squirrels don't eat at my table. We're better than squirrels. You understand that thing? That's the difference. Read what you got. 11:5.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them?
Who's what?
Possessors slay them.
Remember, the whole Bible is speaking to the Israelites, the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native Americans. He says the people that have them in their possession. That's our owner, right? Read.
And hold themselves. All right, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Does that happen? That happens to us, right?
Wake them up.
I ain't seen that happen to no other people.
That's right.
I don't see that happen. No Chinese people. I don't see 10,000 Chinese folks marching down Fifth Avenue in New York or marching down Pool Road. I don't see them downtown Raleigh marching Chinese people. I'm tired. I'm tired of getting killed. You'll never see that. You just see black people in the hands of people who we try desperately to love, and they kill us. And they say, I'm not guilty. We investigated ourselves, and there was probable cause for us to shoot them 37 times in the head. And they let him go. They let him go. Amber Geiger, she got convicted. She'll be out soon.
That's right.
Y'all remember Amber Geiger? She busted in the man's house while eating ice cream and blew him away. She'll be out real soon. And she won't be in there. Yeah, she'll be be about 5 years, maybe less. And Trump counting them people as heroes. Your president, he's stirring that thing up. He got all his people calling the police on us in the neighborhoods. Right. You see the one where Becky pulled a gun out on him? No. Yeah. But you got but the sweet little white lady. Nah, man. Read it again.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
You know what that goes into? When they kill you, they said, I'm innocent because there was nothing. That was worthless. Those people aren't people. How can I be guilty if they're not people? Like killing an animal. Thank you, brother. Like killing an animal. We ain't animals, though. I want to show you how God feel about it. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. We ain't animals because we built different. Everybody know we the fastest, strongest, best looking. You wouldn't be watching NBA if it was all white people.
That's right.
You would be watching, NHL, the hockey league. If it was all black people, you'd be watching it. Because we'd be in there back flipping and it'd be interesting. Right. Golf ain't get interested till Tiger got in there. Did it. Right. Then back, so, dang, everybody want to watch golf then.
Racing
with the black one? Right. Racing with the black dude. What's his name, Bobby? Come on. Bubba Wallace. Now you want to watch NASCAR. Ain't until we get into something we add that flavor because we just saw the earth. Ain't until we get into it. Read 76.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
God said, you Israelites, you ain't nothing. You are holy people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
God chose us. Now, it don't matter how they feel. They don't like us. God said, I chose you. I chose you. You're holy to me.
To be a special people unto himself.
Not only did I choose you, you're special to me. He created all people. Don't get me wrong. He said, out of all the people I made, I put the spice on them. I took my time with them. I made them look like me. I made them like us, me. Christ, the angels, they're all black.
Right.
And we can prove it in the Bible. They're all black. So I'm going to make a people just like the people in heaven. I'm going to make the people just like me.
That's right.
Read.
Above all people.
That's how you know you put the spice on it. I never heard that in church. Y'all go to church? No? Yes? What church you go to? Baptist? Baptist church. Where you go to? You go to church? No. Okay. It's fine if you do, fine if you don't. But listen, they don't teach this in church. I was in church. My first memory is in church. Never heard that. Never heard that scripture. Read it.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Listen to me. Is that equality? Is that equality? Is that equality? He said, there's some people that's better than all people on the face of the planet Earth. That ain't equality. And don't they do something to your spirit? I know we say your heart. Your heart's up here in your mind. Don't it do something to your heart? Don't it make you burn a little bit? That's right. The Bible right, not me. When you read is right. That's right. When you read, that's right. That's how we are. There's nothing wrong with that. We shouldn't feel guilty or feel ashamed of that. We should be punished for that. God made us special. We jump high. We run fast. Our women are the baddest women on the planet. That's right. Everybody want to be the black woman, but everybody hate the black woman.
Bring it up.
Black women hate herself. All the white women doing getting injections in their behind, getting big lips.
Bring it up.
Getting tans. They've been getting tans for about 100 years. Freaking seeing their skin to look like the black woman.
That's right.
Getting braids in their hair. Getting what's her name? Who pretended to be a black woman? I can't remember her woman's name.
Rachel.
Rachel Dozier. You remember her? She sat there and said, I'm black. Rachel Dozier. Yeah, she had like curly hair. And she said, I identify as a black woman. That's how much they love us, but they hate us. They want to replace us. The so-called white man, he's so greedy. He don't just steal your land. He don't just steal your house. He want to steal your face. Right. He want to steal your identity. Right. He want to be you. He wants you locked up in the closet. You understand that thing? That's what we're in the hand of. So we got to, do we keep celebrating 4th of July? Getting down with their holidays? Thanksgiving? That's the murder of Native Americans. Bring it out. Give me 2 Corinthians 6:14. I'm going to show you in the Bible. He's going to give us clear instructions. We can't leave and go back to Africa. We don't know where to go. Right. Israel's occupied by white folks right now. We can't get in. They got a big wall to keep black people out. Christ is going to put us back in our rightful place when we repent and keep the commandments. Right. We're going to show you that. But first, I'm going to show you some steps. 14:01.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 14.
Give me
17. Wherefore come out from among them.
Now, the Bible, they be like, Bible ain't racist. Yeah, it is. That's right. I ain't telling you to be a racist person, but the Bible is about one race of people, the Israelites, blacks, the Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read it again.
Wherefore come out from among them.
I don't hear that in church. That's New Testament. It said, come out from among them. Don't be among them. Read.
And be ye separate.
Don't that make sense? If he said you above all people, he don't want you just intermingling with everybody.
That's right.
Then your mama say, don't go play with them kids over there. They bad. there with the sparklers. Yeah, I'm real happy for y'all. I'll sure wish we get free one day. I'm real happy for y'all though. Looking crazy. Read.
Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord.
Dang, that's not a Christian message. That's not what's in the church. God said be separate. It says say who?
Saith the Lord.
Not the Negro on purple. I read you well, who?
Saith the Lord.
God said be separate.
That's right.
Read on.
Right. And touch not the unclean thing.
Ooh, it said don't touch the unclean thing. That's what makes you separate. What is the unclean thing? What do you think the unclean thing is? I want to see. Oh, he said white woman. He went there. Let's see. Deuteronomy 73.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 73. He said a white woman. Let's see. Everybody deal with a white woman? You got a white girlfriend? You? You? All right, black, white. That's what I'm talking about. Girlfriend or white? You got a girlfriend or white? Man, what about you? You got a woman? You got a friend? All right. We use different terms. But we saying the same thing.
That's right.
Your friend. We're going to talk about your friend. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
He said, neither shall you do what?
Make marriages with them.
Same way it says come out from among them, do not make marriages with them. The same them. Not just the white man, the Arab man, the Chinese man, the Japanese man, who else? The East Indian man. Leave them alone. Do not marry them. Read.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Yeah, our fathers, they always used to pick at us anyway. Oh, you like white girls? What do you want to get a white girl? He also says, don't allow your son to intermingle. Read.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
He said, even if the little cute white girl come home, he said, no, don't allow that. God said it, not me. I read that, said, I'm going to conform with what God said. Why?
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
That is definitely something we're not supposed to touch, because when we interracially marry, it calls us to not serve our God. We serve white Jesus. We already serve it our face, but when you marry the woman, or the black woman like Candace Owens, you know Candace Owens? Yeah, she talks too much. She a joke. You know, Isaiah, you know Candace Owens? Skinny little bobble-headed black chick. She married, the stuff she say, she married to the white man.
That's right. Bring it out.
She'll never be for her people. Because when she lay down in bed, she got the oppressor on her back.
Bring it out.
Literally. Probably calling a nigga while he doing it. So where her mind at? I want to please him. I want to please white man Jesus. Because my white man Jesus is right next to me, my hunk, my Brad Pitt. That's what happens to us. We be so in bed with the other nations, we forsake our own people.
That's right.
That is definitely an unclean thing we should not touch. Read Proverbs 3:31. Because why? We look at them and think that's God. We look at how they look. Many of our brothers, they go and they get blonde hair. You know what I'm talking about? People get blonde hair, brothers and sisters. You ever done it? You done it. Huh? That's a curse also, right? Oh. Get that one, we're going to get it. Hold on, read that one, then we're going to get it. The brother said, that's a curse too. That's another unclean thing we shouldn't touch. I'm going to show you, Proverbs 3:31.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Now, we talked about the oppressor. We know who that is. Who that? White man. He said, now don't envy him. Don't be jealous of the white man.
And choose none of his ways.
So, and do what?
Choose none of his ways.
Same thing it said in the New Testament, said, come out from among them. Be separate and touch not the unclean thing. That's the unclean thing. Choose none of their ways. The 4th of July was started by white men. God said, do not envy that. Do not choose their ways. We're not independent. It messes with our mind when we sit there and think, yeah, Independence Day, you know, our country got the American flag outfit. I used to do it. Had the Converses with the red, white, and blue. You got the star, and I got the whole thing looking dumb as hell. So, and I go to a White Lake. Y'all heard of White Lake? I go down, it's racist as hell down there.
That's right.
They got a black side and a white side.
Bring it out.
You go over there to the white side, they calling you a nigger. We got called niggers and got rocks thrown at us. In the 2000s. In the 2000s. But we celebrating their holiday 4th of July. Can't we all get along?
Bring it out.
Some fireworks with y'all.
Wake 'em up,
Be in the hands of our oppressors.
Right.
God said, read it again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
No, we can't do the cookout. You need to tell your family, nah, don't do the cookout. That's what they do. We better than that.
That's right.
God gave us holidays to celebrate. We got more holidays than they do.
That's right.
We got Passover. Who know what Passover is? You stayed up all night, Isaiah. What's Passover? You don't know? You never heard of it? What about you?
I heard of it.
You heard of it? What's Passover?
I heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is? Passover is our Independence Day.
That's
Exodus 1. I want to show them how we was enslaved. We was enslaved in Egypt. But back then, the Egyptians were black, and we were black. We were enslaved by other black people. Hieroglyphics show it. There's different kinds of black people enslaving each other. Read.
I want about built from them treasure cities. It's like right over, built right here, right now. 11.
The book of Exodus chapter 1 verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters.
Now you got taskmasters today. You got your job, you got taskmasters. Whether you white or black, you got somebody give you burdens. Read.
To afflict them with their burdens.
What's going on, my brother? See, you got, come on over here, man. We talk about that thing right there. What's going on, King? What's going on, King? We talking about down your shirt right there, the Egyptian side. Y'all remember that? It said right there, royalty. So on the left side, I see the lion. Lion's actually our symbol, Judah. Right. On the right side, that's the Egyptian.
This is not good.
What's not good?
It ain't good about this.
Oh, I got you. On the right side, that's the what we're reading about. Read that again.
The book of Exodus chapter 1 verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters.
So that right side, that Egyptian, set over us, on the left side, taskmasters. We had slave masters. Read.
To afflict them with their burdens.
They were put in charge of giving us work. We were enslaved. Like on the plantation, remember they showed in Life, they had that one black dude sitting around, come on, boss. That's the gun line, boss. Remember that dude? We had somebody over us, bossing us around. Come on.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
Yeah, what we do?
Built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
So think about this. What's your name, my brother? Jay. Nice to meet you. My name is Ray. You up, Jay? So we built for Pharaoh, on the shirt. We built for Pharaoh treasure cities. Read.
Python and Ramses.
We did the same thing we did in America. Through slavery, we built pyramids. Here in America, we built Raleigh. Here in America, we built Fayetteville. You get a flyer, my brother?
Yeah, I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Okay. You got a question? You got a question?
No, man, I know everything you're talking about.
You know about it? What's your nationality? Mommy asks.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican black. I'm black.
What's your father? What's your father? What's your father?
Most high.
No. Like your earthly father. Your earthly father.
Oh, my father, he's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. So that's the tribe of Ephraim. You're from the tribe of Ephraim, according to the Bible. So we got Ephraim, Gad, and we got Judah. You're from the tribe of Ephraim. That's a great hit. That's Joseph. Joseph, he might have looked like that. When they buried him, he might have looked like that on your shirt. Joseph was put in charge of Egypt.
That's right.
Joseph was a bad man. Give me Psalm 106. Joseph taught the Egyptians. All the things we think are great about the Egyptians came from a black man named Joseph.
That's
From
right.
a so-called Puerto Rican today named Joseph. We still multiply.
That's
So
right.
they're trying to get control on our population. It's the same position we are today. It's spiritual. Come on.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Read on.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
That's how the black man life is today. We drinking ourselves to death at the ABC store. You see drunks all around here eating cold, raw hot dogs because we are in a base state. But through the keeping of the commandments, come here, King. Through the keeping of the commandments, we can change over. What you want to say, my
I
brother?
want to say one thing, but
Go ahead.
through all this, I understand everything y'all saying. And all is definitely correct.
Yeah.
My thing is, how can you come out of bondage? That's not all that really is a mindset. Right?
It is.
It's a mindset because it says in the Bible you can't change your life until you renew your mind.
And man, you're 100% in the spirit. Let me read something to you. Give me John 8:32. You're 100% correct. And that's what we ought to do. Like, for example, I see you card carrying member, right? You got your strap.
I got my own.
And that's good. That's good. Christ told you to do that. Christ said, get a sword. Now, a lot of people think through that alone we're going to get liberation. Not you, but people think, man, I'm going to use the gun. Watch what we're going to use. 32.
The book of John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
God said we'll know the truth, and that will free us. Knowing who we are is part of the truth.
Exactly.
Knowing Christ is black, part of the truth.
Exactly.
But why are we enslaved? Because we broke God's commandments.
That's right.
That is what's going to truly set us free. When we stop breaking God's commandments.
Right.
Give me Acts 1:6. Christ told you, because they knew some history that we didn't know. We never supposed to be slaves.
Right.
All those people ruling over us are our slaves, run away and free.
That's right.
They escaped, and now they run stuff. They the weaker nation, and now they running stuff. That's populated.
But what y'all saying is exactly right because everybody get mad. If you black, you get mad because person can call you a nigga.
Right.
Alright, so if you really deep down, real deep in that meaning, dissect that word nigga, it comes from a Greek word niggas, which means royalty.
Okay. You know, in Latin,
Yeah,
nigga means black. And nigga, you know niggas in the Bible?
course, but I'm saying like if you take away, if you go to the Hebrew phrase of it, you dissect that word. That's what nigga really mean.
Okay, I want to show you something.
It really ain't a word. It's something that they created.
Matter of fact, give me Psalms 82 and 6. Hold that, what you got? Psalms 82 and 6. Let me show you what it really is. Royalty's good. Royalty, I see you got the shirt. Royalty's good. It's beyond that. It's even beyond royalty. 82 and 6.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
That's what it really breaks down to.
That's right.
I have said, ye are gods.
Right.
Read it again.
I have said, ye are gods.
That's what we forgot. That's the truth. Ye are gods according to the Holy Bible.
That's
The
right.
God of heaven, Christ, the black man, the black Messiah, God who is black, he made us gods.
Right.
We made it in his image, but we forsook the thing that made us powerful.
But
We forsook the living God.
My thing is,
Hosea 5:15.
my thing is that all the Christianity, what everybody think about today, they talk about Jesus and God.
Yeah.
Well, God and Jesus is not either one of their names.
Right, that's not their name. It's a translation.
Exactly.
We know about Yahweh, Yahweh,
Exactly.
Yahushua. You call him what you want.
I gotta go, man.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I see.
Hey, you got your flyer?
Yeah, I got it right here.
What you need to know, remember you're the tribe of Ephraim.
That's right.
You are the tribe of Ephraim. Like Joseph, who was buried like that, you're the tribe of Ephraim. That predates, it's better than Egypt.
Right.
That's a bet, because God is better than, Yeah, Psalms, real quick, Psalms 105. That's
17.
And 17. I'm going to show you that real quick.
Bring it up.
Remember, Joseph tried to Ephraim. He was a Puerto Rican man today if you would have seen it. Right there.
The book of Psalms, chapter 105, verse 17. He sent a man before thee, even Joseph.
Who?
Even Joseph.
Joseph. I forgot what they changed his name to. How you say it? No, it's a hard name. They gave him a different name. I can't think of his name. It's in the Bible. They called him a different name.
Who was sold for a servant.
So Joseph was in slavery.
Right.
Sold in Egypt as a slave. Read.
Come on.
Whose feet they hurt with fetters.
So he fetters his chains. They put chains on him. He looked just like us, our forefathers right there.
No.
Read.
He was laid in iron
That's slavery. Come on.
until the time that his word came. The word of the Lord tried him.
The word of the Lord tried him. Come on.
The king sent and loosed him.
Come on.
Even the ruler of the people.
Pharaoh came and got him. Pharaoh came and said, let me get that boy Joseph. I heard he can interpret dreams. Come on.
And let him go free.
Then he got free. So they called him Zaphnath-Paneah. Zaphnath-Paneah, that was his name the Pharaoh gave him. Just like we got new names here for the oppressor at that time gave Joseph Zaphnath-Paneah. Gave him a different name. That's showing that's who we are. The same thing happening to us over and over because we ain't changed and kept the commandments yet. Read that last part about wisdom.
The king sent and loosed him, even the ruler of his people, and let him go free. He made him lord of his house.
So the Pharaoh, he made Joseph lord of his house.
No.
Joseph was second in command of Egypt.
Right.
All the great things that came out of that, I think it's 16th or 14th dynasty, it came from Joseph.
Right.
What happened is the Egyptians forgot Joseph. They disrespected him. Then they went and they said, wait, there's too many Israelites over here. Too many of these sons of Israel. I gotta put these people in slavery. They might rise up and overtake us.
Bring it out.
And they said, we're gonna have a birth control plan. We're gonna say, kill all the male children. That's the story of Moses. That's where it peeled off from. They didn't appreciate Joseph. He made Egypt great. He made Egypt great again.
That's right.
The Israelites made America great the same way.
That's
and they
right.
treated us the same way.
What?
And ruler of all his substance. To bind his princes at his pleasure.
Read what Joseph did.
And teach his senators wisdom.
Joseph taught all the wisdom of Egypt.
That's right.
All the wisdom. Read that part again.
To bind his princes at his pleasure. And teach his senators wisdom.
That man, that Puerto Rican man you call him today, he came through. Before the name Puerto Rican, that means rich port. Puerto Rican means rich port.
Right.
You ain't no rich port. Right. That's something the white man calls it. It's a byword.
That's right.
That man Ephraim taught everybody in Egypt wisdom.
That's right.
Well, his son's name is Ephraim. His son's name is Ephraim, but still, same tribe. So he taught them wisdom of Egypt. Also, our great-great-grandfather Abraham.
Right.
He taught them things like how to build the pyramids.
Bring it
He
out.
taught them mathematics and algebra and geometry.
That's
He
right.
put that. You read that in Josephus. He gave that knowledge to Egypt. Everything that made Egypt great. Give me Baruch 36. Everything that made Egypt, places like that great, or the Moors, they were all Israelites.
Right.
Russia, those beautiful decorations on top, that was Israelites. The things that brought in America, all these inventions, they came from black people. You know, black people, we invented the stoplight. The cell phone, we had a hand in that. We had a hand in all that, more than just peanut butter and the cotton candy. We built most of America. And the white man took credit for Why didn't we pay attention to school? God said, I found out all the way of knowledge and gave it to Jacob. That's our forefather. Jacob's name changed to Israel. That's your real last name.
Right.
Your real last name was always Israel. You could check the slave ship records. Go to Google. Check slave ship records. All the last names had like Yah or Yahweh in it. Why? Because you are Israelites. You're sons of God. You are literal sons of God. That's our last name. He said, I gave all knowledge to them. They know everything. That's why we go hit YouTube and learn how to fix the car. We can dance all the dance moves. We can spit game to all the women. We can build anything. If we, like, for example, the dope dealer can make all kinds of crack. He can have a whole chemistry set at the house. Failed out of school, though. Failed out of school because he didn't know how great he was. The white man wants you selling dope. He wants you selling crack and slinging. He wants you doing it. It makes him money. You buy the drugs from the police. The police sell you the dope.
That's right.
The police work with the cartels. They sell you the dope. And God for the white man means gold, oil, and drugs. That's what's on the, in God we trust, gold, oil, and drugs.
That's right.
Tell you straight. You got me? What you got? Hebrews 11:26. Y'all got any questions? You got any questions out there? You got questions? Look.
So the original Egyptians, right? The black ones that had us.
Right.
Slavery. Are they not part of the tribes?
No, the original Egyptian, remember Africa, right? Big continent, the largest. How many different tribes over there? Hundreds. How many different dialects? About 100. Different languages, different tribes, different people. But when you look through the white man's eyes, we say, there's black people over there. No, there's many different nations and tribes, just like everybody can look at all of us sitting here, but he's Native American. Or the brother, he from here, he look at him, oh, yeah, give me Exodus 11:7, thank you. Exodus 11:7.
I'm going to get a water real quick. I'm coming right back.
Okay, listen to this before you go. You ain't gonna pass, you got water, get the brother water. We give you water. You good? You need water? So y'all been listening for a while.
The book of Exodus chapter 11 verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel.
So remember, we still in bondage to Egypt. Read.
Shall not a dog move his tongue.
God said, shall not a dog. That's what he called the Egyptians. That's what he calls other nations. He said, shall not a dog move his tongue. You can't talk junk about who?
Against man or beast. That ye may know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Like the brother's shirt, he said, I know you see that, but there's a difference. You said a line? That's spiritual. There's a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
That's right.
It's not skin color. We said, the Lord said, I have put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Right.
Give me Daniel 9. I'm going to show you. What happened in slavery, we got real confused. That's another curse. We can't tell people apart no more. White folks know you a nigga. I don't care if you mix. They be like, yeah, they niggas. They gonna treat you like one. I don't care how light skinned or how rich. They'll treat you like a nigga. They can pick it out. We got confused. You know what I want? 9 and 11? Go ahead.
The book of Daniel chapter 9 verse 11.
It's 7.
Book 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us
But unto Israel,
confusion of faces.
what do we got?
Confusion of faces.
So we look around and we don't know what our people are. We look at Africa and be like, well, I think I'm some of those. And meanwhile, Africa, they can tell you you're not the same people. And they come from the nation of Ham. Some of them. Now, there's still plenty of us over there in Africa. We go over there and teach. Liberia, Africa. You know about Liberia? What's another one? Mauritania. All those different nations over there. There's people that were in slavery there. The slave ships deployed off the coast of Liberia. Off of, what's the other place? Uganda. Our people were there. But meanwhile, because you always say, oh, y'all put yourselves in slavery. No, no, no. Black people went into slavery from Hamites, other dark-skinned people.
That's right.
The Israelites were put into slavery by the Hamites. The ancients. Say what? That's what they say. They left slavery for more slavery. What happened? I don't know if we got that sign with the Arab man. You got a sign with the Arab? I never had that sign. What you got the? Give me the slave trade sign.
Slave trade.
That it? Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yep, never had it. Right here. Who's this right here? We see the Arab man. We see the white man. And the so-called African man. Not us. African. These were our slave masters during the transatlantic and sub-Saharan slave trade. That goes back farther than what we taught in school. Sub-Saharan slave trade is when the Arab man, that first man, got his hands on us and forced Islam into us. Give me Joel 3 and 6.
The book of Joel chapter 3 verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
Judah and Jerusalem, that means the northern kingdom and southern kingdom. Let's talk about sign around. Is the children of Judah? Read again.
Verse 6, the children also of Judah.
So it said the children also of Judah. So here's the world of the Jews, right? Like you see African Americans here. That's the children of Judah in Jerusalem. Some of these are Hispanic right here. You might say they might be half Hispanic or something. Judah in Jerusalem is those dark-skinned people like the Haitians, the Jamaicans, us. Those they would call Judah. Jerusalem would be Mexicans. It'd be South American Indians. It would be the Guatemalans. They all make up those 12 tribes of Israel down here. What happened to them?
Have ye sold unto the Grecians?
Oh, wait, put it back. Have you sold to the Grecians? Look right here. These are the Grecians. It says Edomites. You see them with they got the rebel flag and all that? That's white people. They're Grecians. And Alexander the Great, they're Greek, they're white. Have you sold to the Grecians? Come on.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
Oh, we want verse 4. I skipped verse 4. Who sold us?
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Tyre and Zidon, that's the African man right here. Tyre and Zidon were African nations that had us in slavery.
That's right.
They look very similar to us, but the nose wide, head round, something, differences. God can tell we got curses we don't know. We think we all of them. But you go on the gas station, they'll tell you we ain't the same people. Go ask them. Are we the same people? They're like, oh no, motherfucker, we not the same people. We're not the same people. They'll tell you that. And they ain't come rescue us. If we African, why didn't the African army come rescue us? They got armies. They ain't come get our behind. Matter of fact, one of the tribes apologized for having a hand in our slavery. Tell you they not our people. Come on.
O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine.
Palestine's dealing with the Arabs. The Palestine's dealing with the Arabs, the Arab man. That's him right here. The Arab man, that's him right here. You understand that? So that's what happened. The sub-Saharan slave trade. You see what that says? This is history books. It said an Arab slave master. Look at them beating the hell out of the black woman. They used to rape the black woman and kill off the black men. That's what they did during the sub-Saharan slave trade. They murdered us. Then after that, the Arab man sold us. He sold us to Africa. And Africa, they sold us to the white man. That's what happened. They didn't just sell themselves, that makes no sense. Then they have to hop in the boat themselves, doing the selling. No, that makes no sense. Nations of Hamites.
Bring it in.
Nations of Hamites sold us into slavery. But we curse, so we don't go over there and be like, oh, you Ham, you Ham. We can't tell no more. We got cursed with it, confusion of faith. So that's where that goes into, but they try to use that, white people use that as a bargaining chip, as an argument. You say that we put you in slavery, but y'all sold yourselves into slavery. And then we go, oh, boy, you're right. Nah, we ain't nobody sells themselves into slavery.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.